you for choosing Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
I'm gonna get a tall mocha latte.
Shut up.
And a tall Java chip. No whip.
So a tall hot milk and a tall Java chip frappuccino. No whip, is that gonna be all?
Is that what I get?
Yeah. Yeah, Java
That's
chip
cold?
frappuccino.
That's cold?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, it's gonna be $7.92.
Alright. $7.92. They're like, you wanna get fat? It's gonna cost you a lot of money to get fat. What's up?
We're just checking time.
We don't need to check time. This is an open house event. When we get there,
I know.
when you get there.
I know. It's just important to your parents, so I just...
We have to work. And we're at 1080, right? Should be.
I have no idea. But I think we're filming.
We're rocking.
I think we're
Yeah,
rocking.
we're good.
We're rocking.
I think we're good to go.
Okay.
Alright, so, hiring employees.
Hiring employees. Big deal. Hard to find good people.
Always.
That seems to be the consensus among lawn and landscape companies,
Yeah.
especially. But we have our own issues that we've dealt with too in hiring.
When you start out, you're gonna start out by yourself. You're gonna be out mowing lawns, and then you're gonna be, then you're gonna need a helper, and that helper is gonna be a best friend, a family member, a cousin, a neighbor, someone like that. It's gonna be part-time stuff. It's gonna be like, hey, help me out on this tree job on Saturday, type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna end up like hiring someone full-time. Probably will be a buddy. Or someone you know, trust, don't have to manage it that much. Your first employee is key. He has to be a MacGyver. My first dude, Justin Ryan, MacGyver. The kid can do freaking anything. If I wreck a plane on an island at any point in my life, I want to be with this motherfucker because we will get off that damn island. He will patch together shit.
What? We're going at least 60 miles an hour. 60.
But the point is, like, you just want a guy who knows what the hell is going on. And you may or may not get that. But the main thing is you want to design your future company culture.
Okay, let's put that in big bold letters. Design it first.
Design it. So you want to sit down and you want to be in a, however you get into your state of mind, but you want to hash this out in the notebook. I mean, you want to be writing this out. You want your ideas to flow. You want this to really give some time to this. Design your company culture, period. You don't want to wake up one morning and have 5 shit employees all together and a manager over them, and he's grumpy, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, this company sucks to work at, and I can't recruit anyone good to replace any of these people because no one wants to come into this freaking team.
Right.
You know? And then to fix that problem, it's going to take years to fix that problem. Once it's kind of ingrained and things are set, kind of set.
Yeah.
And so people that have done an awesome job at company culture, designing, Zappos, big company, sells online shoes. He talks about it, the founder there talks about it, awesome, but design it, number 1.
Design it. Number 2, I would say, well, once you have this designed, you have to go out and find those people. So recruiting. So you got design, then recruit. And 2 good ways to go about doing that is what Travis likes to call the poach approach. You want to talk about that for a second?
There's 2 ways to do it, post or poach. And if you're gonna poach, you do the poach approach. Mm-hmm. So I like poaching, personally. I like finding what I want, and I want to go hunt for it, and I'm gonna go drag that deer home, period. That's what I like to do.
That's how it got me.
I don't like fishing so much. Fishing's okay, but you throw your lines out there, you're kind of waiting on stuff. It's not my style. I like to see it out there. I like to know when it's gonna be coming around. If it's sunset, whatever, I know when it's gonna come around, and I want to go out there and I want to kill it and bring it home.
Just that beautiful gazelle.
And so the poach approach is, you know what you're looking for. They might be working at another company. You go out there, you get it. That's how I have my co-founder Dylan. That's how I have my co-founder Colin. You can lose relationships in that. You don't want to poach from a buddy's company. You don't want to poach from a parent's company, right? Or a friend, you know, anything like that. Ideally, you want to have it on good terms, but it doesn't really matter. You're going to recruit your team.
Sorry, what's interesting about you is that you tell people. He goes into businesses and tells people,
I'm about to poach.
I'm about to poach.
Yeah.
And they don't believe him,
Yeah.
but they end up wanting to work for Travis and work for Jet, really.
Yeah. And we've had people poached.
And we've been poachees.
We've been poached
Yeah,
or
we
whatever,
have been
you know?
poached.
And that's a good sign. You know, Apple, #1 company in the world, I heard, that just has people poached from. I don't know who threw that number out, but or that listing, but like they get poached all the time. But they have some of the best people in the world there. So if you're looking for solid tech employees, Apple, if you're Tesla, Apple's probably a good spot to go hunting.
Probably.
You know?
Yeah.
You probably want to start there before you go to your local Chick-fil-A, for example.
Right.
If you're trying to build electric cars, you know? So for your lawn and landscape business, where are these guys found? Home Depot Lawn and Garden Center, other lawn and garden centers. People who maybe are on one side of the business and don't mind getting into another part of the business. So, hey, I've been doing tree work, but I'd really like to get in the lawn work side of it. They kind of know what to expect. So the other one is posting, which you've been successful at.
Posting.
Which is your fishing approach.
Yeah, fishing, I guess.
Hunting and fishing.
Doing the most I can without leaving my house.
Sorry. We're good. Okay. That's funny. The most I can without leaving my house.
Anyway,
yeah.
Posting. So I found Dominic, one of our youngest employees, one of our best guys, on Craigslist. But the key to doing that was writing a very detailed, descriptive job description for what these people are going to do. I weeded them out as to who can write an email. I called them, did in-person interviews. And let me tell you, I don't know, Trav, did you ever do in-person interviews?
I have done a couple in-person interviews.
Okay.
I've actually changed that approach. I think we're going to change that. I want to do group in-person interviews.
Yeah.
I don't want to do singles anymore.
I love that.
If I like them, I'll bring them into a single.
I love that.
Yeah.
Although for the time that I did this, I just did single in-person interviews because weeding out, it was really easy to weed them out right on the phone.
Okay, so here's
on the phone.
Here's what you call your sales funnel, right? So your
Yeah.
funnel. All right, so you go out there when you go posting, you post the job listing. And tools you're doing, Craigslist worked out well for you?
Craigslist, I've heard.
You got some
Indeed
crazies
is
on there
awesome.
too. Got some
Yeah.
freaking crazy on
Well,
some
I got
Craigslist.
crazies on there, and I weeded those people out on the phone. They weren't going to make it to a group interview.
So Craigslist, Indeed. Places, if you live near a university or a high school, but a university, posting up at a university.
Community colleges, too.
Exactly. Community colleges are perfect spots. So physical postings are good. So you had your sources. So that brought you your leads. So now leads are coming in. One thing that you said was that you wrote your job listing very carefully. So your copywriting was good. It wasn't like, need help, $10 an hour.
Right.
You're going to get a lot of shit, and that's going to give you no information.
I made sure to say very laborious work, must be skilled in these things, but mainly it was like you need to be able to communicate with homeowners when we had the lawn and landscape company. Communicate with homeowners, and that means through email, well-spoken, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not the $10 dollar an hour.
Don't even
crap.
want to really talk pay.
No.
If you cannot, because you don't want to deter people or incentivize people who are like, oh my goodness, this company, you guys are paying $18 an hour, I'm making $12, and you're getting people who are not managers or not drivers or whatever saying that they can be. And ideally, I like hiring people who've done what I need them to do before.
Yeah.
So employee number 1, dude, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You don't know what the hell you're doing, so we're both gonna figure it out. So MacGyver, you want to find that guy. Employee 2 or 3, you're hiring employees to replace yourself in a given task. So you hire an employee to start mowing lawns for you, so that you don't have to, so that you can go do sales. Then you go out and you hire a guy that does sales for you, so that you can go out and start another lawn rig. And then you start another lawn rig doing sales and mowing, and then eventually you replace yourself, then you become the manager of 2 lawn and landscape or whatever trucks. And then
you sell it.
And then our approach is, once it gets to 2 trucks, it's a little difficult to take it to really 3 or 4. The incentives, the value just doesn't rise as fast. Like a 2-truck company sells for a certain amount, and a 4-truck company doesn't sell for a perfect double of that. So you're better off to just build 2-truck companies. But
all in all,
regress.
let's summarize.
Yes.
So hiring, we've got your first hire is like your MacGyver guy. That does everything. Your second or third hire, you want to start designing your company culture, and that means sitting down with a pen and paper and where do I want to be, and what do I want my business to look like in a few years. And then from there, you want to start recruiting. And that means Craigslist, Indeed, poaching from other businesses or schools or wherever that holds guys that will probably like doing what you're doing. Or and also in-person interviews. There's so much value in meeting someone face-to-face, someone that you're going to be working with, long hours every day. You need to take the time and do an in-person interview.
And it's not even a bad thing to do a group interview. Bring 3 or 4 people, see how they interact, see who the alpha of the group is, see who the quiet people are.
Yeah.
And because it's good to know. If I'm hiring a manager, I want to know who is going to take control of this group.
It is.
You know?
I totally agree with that. However,
And then
from
break it down.
from my experience, with hiring just Dominic and Hunter at that one point, weeding them out by giving everyone a phone call that replied to me and I enjoyed their email.
Right.
Calling them first because you can see, will this person even make it to a group interview? Is it even worth having a group interview?
10-minute questions on the phone.
In this case, it wasn't. Dominic blew me away and I just wanted to meet with him. So anyway.
So he got
Hi,
fast-tracked.
Dominic. You
He
did
got
awesome.
fast-tracked. Yeah, he did a great job.
So,
Awesome.
Okay, that's